Okay, this was a sketch I did on location this past weekend of a building of buildings under construction. And those were the buildings I was looking at as I was drawing that preliminary sketch. But it was raining outside, so the weather didn't really agree with me for doing an outdoor drawing. So I drew in the car while I was sitting there watching. And I decided, well, bring the sketch here back to the studio. I am Everett of Everett's Watercolors, and what I was talking about was my plein air drawing, which I do on the weekends. I do a weekend painting, and I also try to get a weekend drawing in. So I did this drawing on location, and it was raining outside. I was sitting in my car, and so I did a sketch here on location. You saw the photograph there of the buildings under construction. So I took the sketch, I brought it back here to the studio. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to kind of finish it up here in the studio as far as a demonstration. So let me take you over to my drawing table and let me do a little demonstration on my drawings. Okay, this is what I was. This is what I had taken in a vehicle, and what I'm going to do is I drew it in pencil, but I'm going to sketch over with my pen. This is my ink pen. It's got the permanent ink in it, so I could go over with watercolor after I finish it if I wanted to. Okay, well, you saw the diagrams there, and I also got a photograph here. That's the picture of the buildings that I'm going to draw that I drew on the sketch. But I want to go ahead. I want to finish it off here a little bit better. If I had time, I would have done a lot more detail on location. So this building on the left, I'm going to start here with the top of the roof or the rafters, and it had a tall peak up here, and these were the roof structure, and so there was a lot of pieces up here, lumber. I'll just go ahead and indicate a couple. Here just for demonstration. In this part here, I'm going to draw the front side. This came down on the side over here. And there was a front edge over here. And it went back. This has a little dimension in this. This part extruded out, came forward, and there was this section here also had like a little roof on it. This part here extended also. This part here on the bottom. And it came down here. This was the front part of the building. It came down over here. I'm drawing this in my visual pad, my visual journal, which is one I take with me on all my trips and so forth, and daily sketches. Let's see. There's also this structure goes back here, and it goes back into the wall. This section, this little section here comes forward. It's like going to be like a porch, covered porch or a covered room here. It's going to be on the front part of this building. And then, so I'm trying to get the outside structure first, the outside edge, then I'll fill in the details. This is the front wall here. It looks like probably the living room or whatever here. I have no idea what's the inside does look like. And I'll bring this part as a 2-story here. And this rooftop cuts across here. This also had a porch overhang. I guess it was like probably a roof cover. It came out and it lined up over here. So it like had a little roof edge come on. It wasn't, you know, the building was not complete yet. Okay. Then the roof over here was just all boards. Just went across the top here, the top rafter. And then a bunch of rafters came down here. The section went off over here. And I could see just the back part of the building, the side. So a little bit of dimension over there. The back side of the building went in the back. It's like three-dimensional. And there was a lot of rafters up here. I'm just going to put a few in here, just indicating that these were, the roof had not been completed yet. This was just the rafters. And I'm just going to put a few in here, just to indicate the design. And this one, this part of the roof goes all the way across behind this other section. And I could see you could see the rafters coming through right here. Okay. There's a lot more boards there, but I just want to get the idea of what it would look like from the inside. Okay, now I'm going to add in the windows. There was a large window up here at the top. I'm going to draw that in. And it looks like it was two windows side by side. And there was a smaller window over here. And down in this, on the first floor, there was another bay window, large window down here. I put that in. It looked like these were regular windows, but it was a double. And I'll put this up here also. These are all double. Now I'm looking at the photograph. I see a lot more detail than I did when I was drawing from the car. Because it was raining, and also I did a real quick sketch in pencil just to get the shape that I wanted to capture and the angle. Okay, now over here there were 3 windows up in this upper area. Let me go back. Let me show you what I've done so far on this one building. So you can see here, I've got this structure over here, the windows and the top. And I'm going to complete the windows, and now a small building over here on the right. Okay. So this gets, there are 3 windows up here. 3 large windows. So this building is going to have a lot of windows in it. Lots of light. This might be a good place for a studio up here. We had up with the three big windows. Be a nice place to have a studio. Lots of light coming in up there. I'm thinking ahead. Whoever the owners are, they put a studio up here in the second floor. Then they were right below that because this jets out. These windows here now we're not lined up with those there because they come over a little bit more. They come over the side because they're a different angle. There were 3 windows down here. About the same size as those at the top. So drawing on location is something I love to do. In this case, just drawing buildings and shapes and so forth. It's just good observation skills for drawing. Get the proportions, get the dimension. Now these windows here are also split. And up here at the top, I'll split these. That's the only detail I'm going to put on this one here. Okay. All right. So this is this one's just about done. It's some structure here, a lot of wood and so forth. And but I got a lot more information now that I'd be able to draw. Now this building over here is a little bit smaller, but it's a different structure. And the reason I picked the two of them is that they're different. They're different. Even though they're two buildings, they have different different shapes. I was really looking for different shapes. This is the top of this roof over here, and there's a window up here in the center, right below this center part. There's a window. And this building comes down here. And I was estimating the size side by side, comparing where the rooftop was, comparing with the building next to it. There's also a window. So far, there might be more, but there's only one window showing. I'm just going to show what's in the photograph. There's a window down here, and this front wall comes down here. The roof was quite interesting. This part here went back behind, and this roof, there's a little forward section. Interesting angles and connections. This one came forward. Okay, now this also had a interesting. Now that I can see the photograph, I can see a lot more detail now than I had before. So this one came down about right here, and then it has. I didn't pick this up when I drew it from the car. I see it now from the photograph. This section here, and then there's another extension, just like this building over here. There's another extension that comes out this way. And there's a rooftop over here. And it comes down about right. I'm going to go out a little bit further. This won't be exact, but it'll be close enough. And this goes back. And I tried to make these fit my drawing pad here, just barely. I just wanted to just squeeze them in. Get as much detail as I could. And there's a rooftop over here. I'm going to put that on. As the rooftop goes across, it comes down here on top of that. And this section here, I make this as accurate as I can. This section here, this rooftop goes over to this other side. And then this roof continues down here on this edge. Okay. There's a little structure here. I never didn't quite understand what this is all about, but it's part of the structure, part of this design of the roof there. And this had 4 windows across here. It's amazing. There's 4 windows across this front section, so I put that in. 1, 2. The third one was about right there. And the fourth one was over here. 4 in a row. Okay, then this one continued on the rooftop, and then this section here there was 2 more windows over here. They looked a little bit, they're further away, so they look a little bit smaller. Probably just another little room attachment. And down here on the bottom here, there was a doorway here, a doorway on this side. And I couldn't see here. I think there's a window. I see it now in the photograph. There's a large window here. There's a large window in this section right here at the bottom. And out here on this section, there's 3 windows out here. It's like it's going to be a small room. Attached to the building. Okay, and it's got windows in it also. And to make these look like windows, they're all split. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be my drawing exercise right there. And then what I did was I took the photograph there of what I saw, and that's the building here on the left and the building here on the right. Okay, that's the photograph, and this is my drawing of the building on the left and the building on the right. That's my demonstration today of drawing plein air on location of a building under construction, and I was going to do it on site. That's my whole plan, but the weather was. It looked like it was going to rain, and it started to rain. Didn't stop raining, and then when I got to the site, it started to rain again. So I had to stay inside the car and draw. So I said, well, I'll bring it back to the studio and finish it off here. So that's what I did today. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing the demonstration, and so thank you for watching in. We'll see you next time.